Um, we just floss and brush our teeth. We recommend you start your routine here with your beauty, your morning routine, and for the teeth 3 times if you can, if not at least 2 morning. Well, after you eat, it's not about doing it. You do it after you eat. Um, After you drink, you can just rinse your mouth with water, milk or juice or whatever. Just even as you're drinking, if you're out or whatever, you're drinking a bottle of water, just rinse it with that and drink it. So that way it washes. But you want to brush after you eat. It's not just about brushing, it's about kind of leaving your teeth clean. So we're showing you our biome in our teeth care. So we floss first, and you choose the floss that works for you. The Reach floss works for us. It's a very good floss. It's the ultra clean. So with the crowns and stuff, it doesn't get cut. It doesn't break that easy, so that works for us. So it works really good with crowns or with unevenness. It doesn't break that easy. And we ordered these, couldn't find them locally, so we ordered a bunch of them through Amazon. So we got big packages, and that's the way we have been ordering it since we can't find it near us. So we order it in a big package. I think we got like, I don't know, maybe more than 6 or something around that, or six or more. And then after the floss, we do the gum brand. So we kind of you get your gum really alive. It's like what we do for our hair, for the scalp. You get it alive and moving, so that's good. You kind of like moving on the gum, and then this also. So it's not just cleaning; it's cleaning what's in between. That you can't just clean it with doesn't always clean with the toothbrush that good. It's also waking up and keeping the gum alive and regenerating. So it's a good thing to have these coupled together. The floss, the the Reach Ultra Clean, and the gum is what we use, and we love it. And we have used this for many years now. The floss and the gum from when we were in the Dallas area. So many years we have been doing these two coupled, and then the toothbrushing afterward. It's a routine. It's a routine that was given to us in Dallas area because we had a scenario on our teeth, and they already broke many and made us do a lot of unnecessary root canals and unnecessary that led to crowns, to a lot of loss of a lot of teeth. So we got help in the instructions that should have helped us, and it did for some time. By here in Seattle, even in the and under the federal, there is no earning by anything for us. But it is a good routine to do to save your teeth for most people, for regular people. Just for us, they still attacked our teeth. For the toothbrush, we 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 love Sonicare. We used Sonicare for a long time. We had to stop it here because of the extreme circling on us and our teeth. So we're not using it. But if you are using Sonic, we recommend Sonicare. We love it. But if you are not using it, or using a combination, which we did sometimes, even in travel, we recommend soft brushes, not hard. You don't need a hard brush. Soft mostly, or medium, not the hard brushing, not the hard brushes. Those shouldn't even be on the market, really. Soft or medium are good enough. And since we are talking about teeth, and just didn't plan that, but I'm going there. But since we're talking about teeth, Karl does here with where we're going. No, since we are talking about teeth and the circling of your teeth, which, for some the scenario is from childhood. They plan on you losing your teeth, like they did for us. For some it's later. For some they're lucky, or that's not the target, but then unlucky in something else. It could be cancer. It could be, well, we had cancer on us. We just don't. We cure it, so they can't have that success on us. But could be different things that you have in you. So the fact that you don't have the teeth circling doesn't mean you wouldn't die at 40 or 30 by something else that they do and kill you with, less torture long term, but a short life. But when you have pain on your teeth, we have huge experience on that, long life experience on that. That doesn't mean that it's your root canal, it's your that it's your tooth hurting. They just most of the pain that people get on their teeth is actually just pain lasers on the teeth with different feels. There are different lasers that give you different feels. Even when you feel like the little itching, that's a laser. Like you need to clean when you get the, like you haven't brushed for a little while. Sometimes you haven't brushed the whole day and you have the little layer of stuff. That's also lasers making that stick, because they actually use that on us, where we brush 3 times a day, and we brushed, and they did it just little time after. Even with us brushing the 3 times a day, they could just do it. So they actually proved to us, not just with knowing, but proved to us that they can just do it because they want to do it. So it's not really even that. It's not really you're not brushing enough. It's that you have different lasers on your mouth. Just on your mouth, there are mini lasers with mini fields that do that. And they time your pain with your lasers or your cavities. So even cavities, there are lasers for creating cavities, and they put them at, there's different things that they do, but nighttime is part of that. It's not because you didn't brush before you slept that day. It's because the laser is on you. And even you not brushing your teeth, that is the laser on you to make that decision. You're either too tired, or you have pain, or you forget about it because they crowd you with the lasers. So even your decisions that you feel guilty for are not your decisions. They are on you by the ones holding your tags, and choosing where they put the lasers in your brain to make you do certain actions or not do certain actions. But if we knew this, we would have done our life different. Every time we had pain, we went and did, went to the dentist. Every time we need something, we put crowns. We always made sure that our mouth looked good and was taken care of, and we thought that was the right thing. Well, it wasn't, because we didn't have the other part of it. We did our part, and and our part was from not knowing. So the pain made us do root canals in most of our mouth, and now we get pains in where it's just they we we have learned, and we feel, and we know the different lasers and different, because we feel how the lasers part of our miracle. We feel the lasers moving and how they move and what they do, and different lasers for different, it could be the deep or on surface. So we feel all of that. But so to help you out is, you feel pain in your teeth doesn't mean you do a root canal or you do a crown. Hopefully we get free in here, and part of free is us being famous as who we are, the goddess supreme, the prophet of biome, and we get rid of all these lasers on you. But so we're telling you to limit how much work and breaking you do on your teeth. Just do your care, and hopefully if you having pain, you can work through it if it's not too much, and not do more I guess extreme procedures on your teeth that you don't have to, until we can protect you, remove all of that from you, to avoid for you losing more teeth. It's a very hard thing to live through, and here we had our they made us forget to put it on. We had our made us forget the name of it, but whatever, the little brace, and we forgot to put it on this morning. But we just put it on because you can't eat with it, so we just put it on for the videos, but we didn't here. We'll go ahead and do, so we just did our flossing and our toothbrushing, and we are using here Colgate for cavity. We love the Colgate for cavity. It is simple for us, so that's what we are using now. And we use pretty much most of our stuff we have chosen very simple for us. We're gonna use our Up and Up Target oval, premium ovals, and we're gonna use our Bioderma for cleaning our face. And we have it here stored. It's also a Target thing. We have it stored in easy. For most people, when you do, if you follow here this routine, other than here the military, the Seattle military family is different. They are huge heretics and huge. They don't believe in any good or God or any good, or most of them. They're very limited people that are like us, like how we were, where we didn't really follow any of the religions, but we did believe in love, and we did believe in God, in God, and in somebody watching him, just doing the right thing. So there are some minimal people that are in there that have fallen in love with us, and we fell in love with them, but it's like 3 that we know. But other than that, most of them are really, they got the hateful, the people that have no limit, that don't fear anyone, the creator, beyond power, and they just are, just for now, just for doing the thing, and greed and killing, and just cruel. And so that's what we have here in the Seattle military family. Mostly that's who they have, and a lot of illegals, which that has its own irony, because they get they get a lot of illegals, and it's not just here. The federal has a lot of illegals that don't even fly through the regular airport. They fly directly to their location, so they don't have to go through any of the procedures that we think, are protecting you. We think, no, your own federal government is bringing in illegals that don't have to go through anything. But because they have the illegals doing work under not illegals, under white criminals or other criminals that are in here, citizens here. So the other ones are just working under them, doing whatever they tell them to do. And when you have an illegal and the legal is working for the government, you have a problem, because they have the power over them. Whatever they tell them, they will do. And whenever they do enough or they have something to hide, they just kill them. Nobody's gonna care or know. They are completely in a free with having illegals in there. So they bring them, they use them, and they kill them, and nobody would know. Or if it's someone really excels with that one, makes it. But you have a big scenario of bringing. So they're criminals and they're victims of the bigger criminals, the federal over them, and that Seattle military, that is part of the federal thing following it. But you have a huge problem having illegals doing a lot of this work. And that is the problem with being illegal. Nobody should be an illegal. We shouldn't have illegals anywhere, in any country. That scenario should not exist, because that makes somebody do whatever they tell them to do. They have no rights, and so it creates more crimes, more because they have no other way, and it just creates a bigger criminal environment. And we're not talking about all illegals. We're talking about the ones working for the federal. So we have, and that's what they do. They mix it. It's like how they did for the Indians. We have a lot of Indians that come in that under the federal, because they are very in their culture, they have more people that do what they're asked to do, and they stay on that. So it's an easy thing with bringing people from India. We're not saying all of them again, but that is in the culture of just doing what they are asked to do, without much out of that. So again, they crowded us here with lasers, so we lost where we were going. I'm not getting it back, so. Yeah, we were saying that, so we have that scenario there. Other illegals are just people that wanted to, jobs and earning money, more money, and taking it back and have a different life. But that's still not the life to have, and it's still something that we don't want. And we're planning to, to do the human thing for the people that either were born into that here, or if it has been here for a while, that their life is here, we'll do the right thing. But we want to stop that everywhere. In every country, we don't want to have that scenario. We don't want to have illegals. We want to have everybody being able to work and make a living, eat, have shelter, be able to grow in their income. Hard workers should be able to grow in all levels. In all level of education, to be able to make their life better in where they are. Um, so we don't want to have that, but we do believe in doing the humane decisions for the people that are already in that scenario, and that's their life is where they have made the whole, you know, many years, their life and their kids are where they are in there. So that could be different, and it depends on the countries. But in the USA, that is the deal that we have. Other countries is different. You may have to leave. Some countries you have to leave, and in there we'll set up in those for those that are in those countries where they have to leave, even if they have been there for many years or their kids grew up there. We have a program for that where they get special benefits, special IDs to help them settle in their country and the of origin, and to be able to talk, because many of them may not even know the language that they are moving into. So we're going to have communities where of them together, and where they could have businesses, build their businesses in there and grow in there, and they have and not get harassed. They get protected from being harassed from the people from that country harassing them because they are not from there, because they grew up in a different culture. So we have planned for that, even in the countries where they have to move. We have planned for that and how we're going to do it, and we included their leaders, many of them, to make those decisions to what works for them. So it could be a growth for them in those countries, and they can take the country's level of living higher because they got education, like in Europe or wherever. They got education somewhere else, and they work somewhere else, and they work in a different way. They can bring that to that country and help others, in a better way, rise and do better, and they can bring fund new companies and do so. It is an opportunity for the ones that have to move. And we don't see it as a punishment, but as an opportunity for a rise in their origin country. But in the US, we have the agreements of the people that have been here for a long time and their kids are here and stuff. We have agreements on that and have a good standing, in life, and are hard workers, and or have worked hard, already earned their way to be able to stay in here in a legal way. Always you want to be legal. You want to be able to fight for your legal rights. Nobody can just put something on you and you don't have any right. We're gonna go ahead and use our moisturizer, Skin Tech. And when we're talking legals, and we're not just talking about the US, we're not just talking about Europe, which a huge problem in Europe. We're talking also about Saudi Arabia, we're talking about Yemen, we're talking about it could be Iraq, we're talking about China, it's not just in here or in Europe that we have. There is a illegal immigration problem in the globe, and that got really big with the mafia, with the criminal USA mafia. They did that. They put that scenario on the world and created an immigration problem. It is their scenario that they did. A hate on the country and the people that earned their benefits and their taxes, that earn all of that. A hate on them by bringing too much immigration and mass immigration. So they create an economic problem for the different areas. And then a hate on the immigrants, even many of them, because they, they go in there, and when it's too much, then too much on the country, you're gonna get some hate back and some blowback from the people that think that are saying this is not fair to them, and so you have a problem in both sides. It's not fair to the ones that have earned it, and their grandparents earned it, and their parents earned it, and earned those benefits. And it's not fair to the other ones that come and then they get the hate, and they may get limited in their education, in their jobs, because they don't want to give them. So they don't really always get the equal. So because it's mass. It's not like when immigration done right is different. It's not in that way. Immigration done right is you have somebody with a talent, with something special, and they are bringing some value. So yes, it's on an individual basis, and they can bring their family, but it's on a value. They bring a value to that country, so they benefit the country, and the country, also, they benefit from them, and the other one benefits. So it's a win-win on both sides, and it doesn't hurt. It actually helps, because they are doing something right that is positive for the country. So it helps the other people that have earned their way, because these are bringing a big earn. So it works both ways. That's how immigration needs to be when it happens. So you can move as you are needed somewhere, but it is on a one-by-one basis. But here, what the American mafia has done is wrong, and they have done it for many generations. They have done just hate on both sides. They just wanted chaos, and they created chaos and created problems, and took away with that benefits that people earned with hard work, with creative that they earned, and then they started losing them, and getting angry about that. And so then you have anger going in both ways, and hate going both ways, and it for both sides, not good for qualifying for heaven, because instead of love growing, you're getting too angry and could do a hateful thing. But even if you don't do, you have so much hate in your feelings, every day you see something that angers you, or every day you're living with that or working with that, and it's not good for you to make the heaven forever that we are in now, because that's what we're not in the heaven in between lives anymore. This is the heaven forever. To qualify for that, you need immense love, not just a little bit of love, immense, because that's the heaven forever. And heaven forever is work, but it is great. It's what you want if you can have it. It's work and it's leisure. It's both. It's a lot of things. It's not just one and two. It's a lot. We're not gonna tell you everything, but it's a lot. It's a full, beautiful life. Part of that, like us doing that, we wanted to do it even, but they crowded our brain so that we're not even. So it's not even. So we're letting it be. They wanted to do that, so we don't look, like we are centered and even. We'll just speak about what's going on. So they don't win. So in these, sometimes as we are teaching alignment in these videos, so we don't go as in, but we are giving you your way into your end. And so to us, that's balance enough, because we're giving you the way, we're teaching you the way of making it to heaven, or having a less hell, or shorter, just a little better afterlife. So even if you have done so much and you think you are screwed in that, you can still make a huge difference. Because hell is not just one thing. It's you know, it's many things. And so if you can make that better, then that is a great thing. And for some, it could even be that they just end. If they can balance enough in their lives, that they could just end without suffering more, uh, because they balanced it. And here, we're talking balancing. There is balancing if you do this bad thing and you do this one, and they may be equal, or not, depending, because you don't really know. We know, but you don't really know. But so being loving, doing loving actions is really a great balance for you, even if you have been very hateful, or you know that, or you have done so many hateful things, that's not, that doesn't, that knowing it, as being here, if you got the opportunity to watch us, that's why we want to be for the world, everybody watching us, so we can help everyone. But at least for the ones now that are watching us, you can just stop that and do a lot of more loving actions, or stop the hateful action. Anything you do is a help for your afterlife. Anything you do with better, with the hate, not doing the hate on others, is better. But for the ones that have the opportunity or the power to help us as the Goddess Supreme, those are our whatever they do, and this is their true doing, because we judge in their true. We know more than you do, your true feelings and your true actions and your motivation, beyond that, more than you do. They earn with us is immense. It's beyond, and it's always growing. So as time goes by, you do one positive, one loving thing for us to help us out. That is worth, it's not a 1-to-1, it's not even a 2-to-1. It's huge, because we're growing as we suffered in this life. We already suffered in other lives, and where we were high, on the goddess God thing. Now we are, so we, with our sufferings are immense, the torture that is immense on us, that has been going on here even more. We grew in a huge way, so we're higher. That means the multiplication of you helping us, or doing something to help us or to free us, and depending on what you do, is what it is worth, is immense. So it could completely change somebody's from hell to heaven, just because they did something for us, because we are worth. We're not a human regular, it's 1-to-1. We're worth so much, and because we are the highest God now, our worth is huge. So if somebody is able to do that, that is worth just immense. And that goes for the ones even that have done crimes against us in the past. It's not 1-to-1, even it's still us. It's not 1-to-1. So if you have done hate, and some are feeling that, we connected with them, they connected with us. So if you have done hate on us in the past, there is many military circles, people that worked on us, that are feeling that. that took orders from the NSA International and did the stuff, and they're working on balancing. And others also that have worked on others and feel and are working now to balance. We're not equal to us before. So if it was in our childhood, they attack our shoulder blade there. Or in our youth, or in our university time, or after as a mother. After we had our big awakening, we have gone from the Goddess Supreme Being, awakened to mini Goddess Supreme. We multiply, that's how we get higher. We're mini. And then when we married the God Supreme Being, we are together in mini. We have, and that is all the heaven people are under us. So we just are huge. So it's an easy balance if you have worked on us as a child or before or all on this time, because you earn so much on us now. So you have the chance. And many have been working really hard on trying to help us, but it is it's helping. It's also they are limited in what they can do because they are still working under the NSA International, and he can't work under someone and be the power above that someone. So they are doing all they could, but we need the people. We need the people that are out, that are in power positions out to do the right thing and to free us, and for us to be out in the world helping everyone and teaching everyone, giving a chance to more. The sooner we are out, the more people that could make it to heaven, because we teach them early and they change their ways. And so, and this because it lasted here 5.5 years that we have been the prophet of Biome, there's a cost to that. All the people that have participated, even when they think they are not the mafia, but they haven't come. Officially, they had the government, other people in the government haven't come and done the right thing. And so that is a load on them for their afterlife. Many they cannot make it to heaven. We can't have it. If you blocked us for so, you can't have that. But you could have an easier, because for you to be in heaven, that means we want to have you there. And for many that have caused us so much torture for so long, so much, and kills on us and so much pain, we just don't want to have them with us. But we are love into all our creations to help you with your afterlife if you earn it. We're gonna go ahead and put our SPF flax here. They're lasering our nose, so they're not letting just making us feel very uncomfortable here. And the sinuses that you feel, since we're talking about that, there are lasers on there, giving you that sinus pressure. It's just laser hitting, because we actually feel it when they did it. Where now it's not the sinus, but we're telling because they did it to us many times. So it's just laser at the skin, and it does the pressure and it hurts the area, and they just create the pressure in there. So it's not really natural. All those sinus, and you think you have a cold and you got sinus infection, they create that. Even the infection, they create that. They just keep at it and create that. But it's the sinus, and there's just the dripping. They create that. Allergies that you see, oh, everybody's suffering allergies. No, those are scenarios on people. They choose the people that this one has allergies. He's gonna have allergies. Could be allergies for breathing, could be allergies for eating. They decide whatever. Could be a strawberry or peanuts or whatever. They decide you're gonna have the allergy. And that is why we say we're changing the world. It's going to be a huge change for us when we're free and we rule. We're going to rule everyone on top, and then we'll have your loved ones doing for you what you either got used. If they have doing the right thing for you, then they'll keep doing the right thing for you. But we are over everyone. That's why we're not going to have any wars after that, and everybody's life will rise, including Africa, Asia, everybody. We want everybody to have a chance, feel more love, and have a helping them qualify for heaven. And the world is ready for us, but the US is our, this is why we are here. They brought us to end us in here, and they brought us to where they killed our parents, and we had our mighty where we are, right where we need to be. The one that has created all these problems for the whole world, and the hate on the world is where we are. And the least religious, the most evil here, along with the federal there in New York, is right here in Seattle. So we are right there in the mouth of the evil. Let's see if that's enough here. Because when we put it, we could have the window open, even when we don't go outside, we don't have to worry about it. And again, even in this, for most of you, you do your SPF, you do your cream, and then your, for now, here, until, or for the past, and you earn with your military circle, other than if a scenario is strong on you, where they don't have a choice, and you earn to not have the discoloration or whatever. We are not earning any of that, again, because we're under here, so many devils, and it's a horrible military circle to be under, the one here in Seattle, if you are heavily circled. And they have aimed at women in here in a big way, and many of them died with their targeting, and and some that we have seen. Um, Here in the area, they they are evil to the point where they plan a rape and kill at the same. And we saw some of that um, here in the Seattle. White girls, that's what we saw. The those people, that facility should be closed up. They should be arrested, and if they try to resist, they should get end them. It should be the government doing the right thing here. The government has done the wrong things on going to a location and and then killing everybody in that location. This one is the right thing to arrest. And if you are running from arrest, you know the authorities will do the right thing and not let you run away. That is what your training comes on of, ending the evil on others. We're talking to the federal, and we're talking to the governor of Washington, who knows where that facility is, and so do many. And they bragged this morning as they harassed us about them being still here. We're still here. And they said it. Like, we could do all of this, and the authorities could know where we are, and we could still, and we are out, and we are still here. And so they attacked us this morning, in their opinion, the Seattle way, the way they are, as the prophet of Biom, the religion, the goddess supreme, the highest goddess God. They attack us with first the desire rape, where they put lasers on you to feel sexual desire. And they do that to people where sometimes they do the wrong things because they put that on them and they don't know that that's not natural. It's not them. It's not their body. It's the lasers on them. And then after that, they attacked us with projecting on us, using our miracle communication, a masturbation of male. And they kept doing that, and they planned that. So they planned that on us for an extended time. And so we needed help, where we got projections from Morocco, which they had to help us with our anger at that, and with Germany and France, and then we got all the religions coming here to support us. That includes Israel, Saudi Arabia, the Vatican, and China. They all came to support, and they're all standing for us, supporting us, because the attack was too extended, and they kept trying to break in, even when we had the tree. Germany, France, and Morocco helping us. They broke in, so we needed more support, and the religions came in to help in that. But this is what we're dealing with. It's an extreme. They decided, because we are religion, because we got awakened, that's why we always were hearing continuously foul language. Continuously, every day, for extended time, we hear that. So it's an attack on us, Jesus the Savior, on us, the God the Supreme, in the way that these devils think that they should attack us. And that is what, the horrible side of Seattle that we have seen. So we have the green that we love, the mountains we love, the nature, and the people that are many people that are victims of that as well, and that are, in a green way, in a nature way, that love all of that. And then we have the evil, the devils on us in there that are bragging about them still being free and still having the power over us to do all of that and to use our miracles to hunt us with their sickness. We're gonna do our scalp massage. We're planning to publish her articles today. Hopefully we get to finish, or at least finish to an edit and continue. Because there's so much to say. In the beginning we were writing things and we're like, oh, we're trying to finish, but there's our knowledge, our experience. All what we know is just too much to write with the time, the limited time that we have, and the suffering that we go through. So our efficiency is very, 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 very attacked with the pains and the torture we go through, and the rest of the life we're living that is not our life to live anymore. We're not where we keep living the same way. We need to live as the Goddess Supreme, as the Prophet of Biome, where we have people supporting us and helping us and doing everything. We still do everything. We still have to cook, we have to clean, we have to manage money, we have to, we have a lot of responsibilities to do. We have our kids to still manage. So all of that takes out of our time as we're trying to do our job of the Prophet of Biome and the Goddess Supreme. So that's why we just got to a point where we'll just put what we can. That way you have something, and it's always to edit and continue. Because even editing, we most of the time we don't have the time to do it anymore. Because we want to put more. We're like, okay, this is too important, and even with that, many times even the important, doesn't get to be there, but we try. Our main publishing here on the weekly is in LinkedIn, and then we put it in X, Twitter, and in Truth Social, and in Pinterest. We put many times. We don't always put everything in from this article, but we put at least that we have posted it so people can go and look at it in LinkedIn or in X, Twitter, or in Truth Social. But so that's our weekly publishing, and we're trying to not miss that. And it could be any time in the week from Monday to Sunday. We're thinking we're gonna do something today, publish that today. Now in Pinterest, we publish ongoing. It's not on a weekly, we just publish when we have it, and it's very different than the publishing we do on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, it's one way. On Pinterest, you get to kind of more personal, maybe, more feels on some stuff. So it's very different publishing that we do on Pinterest and what we do on LinkedIn as the main. And on YouTube, it's different again, because you get the videos, so you get a different part of us, and we we still publish in there in our posts when we can. Now the Seattle, the NSA, the Seattle, all that international, they blocked. We are premium members of YouTube, and we should be able to post our long articles, and they would put it in there here after, and they would block us from doing it, even that we are a premium member in there. So and we just had to let it be. So when they block us, sometimes we're able to post the long article, and sometimes it doesn't post. We just don't bother because we are premium members, so we don't try harder. We do try with Truth Social though. When we can, when we're able to, we would go and just publish it in sections when we can, so that they have, because some in there don't have the access to the other websites, and so we make the effort for for our loves in there, and we have many in Truth Social. And we know people are surprised on that, but we're not surprised, because many that are in there, they wanted their benefits. We can't wrong on wanting your benefits. You pay your taxes, your parents paid, your grandparents paid, you earn your way, they want their benefits. And so it comes in some of it comes in a, looks hateful, but in the environment, we're not justifying the hate, okay? Because there's always like some numbers that ruin it for others. So not everybody is in that way, but many are in the group but are not, hateful, but they want the benefits, so they join for the benefits. We're not just talking about Truth Social, but the Trump supporters and the stigma that is on them. So they crowded us here, and where we were gonna go with that. But a lot of them, we have huge support on Truth Social, and we have huge support from Trump supporters. That past Trump supporters now, they are ours. They want to have a chance with us, and they want their benefits, and we are the benefits. We want, you pay taxes, you should have your benefits. You should have your schools, your kids' schools should be free for you. You shouldn't suffer. You already paid into the government to do that. You should have the medical coverage when you need it. You shouldn't suffer all of that. And all of that is going to be cheaper anyway. The medical coverage, once we remove the lasers, we don't have all these cancers and multiple sclerosis and migraines and lupus, so many things that are on making the healthcare so expensive that are done to you. So we remove that, and we have a easily affordable healthcare. And that money can go to other things. And we want the pension. We don't want 401k ongoing. We want pension for people. We want secure retirement. And we're working on that. So we are planning to give you the benefits. And that's for the USA. But even for many other countries, they have already some benefits, and some of them lost some. Our goal is to have everyone with them paying taxes, having earning their benefits, their level of life go up, and their worry, their ease, they get an ease in their life where they can just be more loving around, more loving, easier heaven, qualifying. That's what we want. So it's the USA, but it is the world as well. So we have supporters from all sections. Supporters that thought of themselves as Democrats, supporters that thought of themselves as Republicans, supporters that thought of themselves as independent, like we were, supporters that were like Trump supporters that are now our supporters. We have all kinds, and the ones that didn't vote and didn't believe in it, and seeing what we hear, what we have lived, what we know, we see why is that, because you're just choosing what they're choosing for you. But
So our range here is huge. It's about the human. It's not about the party or all of that stuff that they created to fool us into thinking that things were working when they weren't working. Hopefully this was a good enlightenment for you. Bye.